I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. And then I'm singing again, singing again. It is the end of September, and guess what? Tips for Tuesday starts right now. Five, four, three, two, one. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is your girl, Elisha, coming to you for another Tuesday Night Live Tips for Tuesday. And we are here, right here at the end of September. And I am here to just kind of share um, our month of September. And as we bring our anniversary month to a close, I just had some monthly reflections, and I wanted to make this show about kind of reflecting on, our anniversary, our journey, um, and just where we've come, where we're going, and all those types of things. But one thing for sure, I'm gonna say this. It took everything in me to get up and record this show today because guess what? Your girl tired. Your girl was tired, and I'm like, oh my goodness, man. My show is normally on at 7 o'clock. I try to get myself together and get it published by 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna tell y'all. It was rough today. It was rough, but guess what? Your girl is here. We're recording, we're uploading, we're doing all the things. Why? Because we're trying to stay consistent. We are not trying to stay consistent. We are consistent, okay? And we try to eliminate excuses and just show up. Okay, so one of the things that we want to do is we're going to reflect on our month of September. I thank you so much for all the happy anniversary messages. I think I'm very thankful. I'm thankful for the journey. I'm thankful for everybody who I've met along the way. I'm thankful to the names I have shared, the images I have shared, and I still got more to share. I still got more to share. I know the anniversary month is coming, September's coming too, but guess what? I'm thankful and I still want to share, and thank individuals and just kind of share different things about individuals. So, just want to kind of do a little reflection and everything like that on lessons learned during this anniversary journal. If you don't know, I am a photographer. I'm Elisha, head photographer of Kustom Kreation Photography, and we have been in operation since 2006, which is counting 19 years. So very thankful to be here today, tonight, to even share the fact that I've been here 19 years. Man, that is wow. That's all I can say is wow. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. All right. So some of the lessons that I want to kind of just share, just a few things, a few notes that I wrote down. One of the things is start small and stay consistent. I started small. I started in the living room of my house. And I'm just chucking along. I'm just chucking along. But in chucking along, I have stories, I have networks, I have relationships, I have people, I have things, I have all the things along the way, that I'm very thankful for. All right. And the fact that we just, I don't want to say reinvent, but we just kind of, we stay on trend. We try to stay on trend. That's what we try to do. Okay. Sorry. Stop using that word try. That's what we doing. Okay. All right. So start small and stay consistent. So listen, I started with 25 free, $25 sessions with a background that I purchased, you know, in my living room of my apartment. That was my first studio. Okay. All right. Second thing is relationships matter. I have a lot of clients that have become family, and I show up for their milestones again and again and again. I have watched their children grow, and I am just thankful for the relationships. Man, that is so important, you know? And I tell some of my clients all the time, and I remember when just being a young person and a young kid and stuff like that, and I had my best friends, and we would all talk about we're all brothers and sisters in God's way. We're all brothers and sisters in God's way, and that's very true. Because family, we are all members of the human family, and God connects us with communities and families and tribes and different things like that, and through this journey, man, I have gained relationships and families, so I'm thankful for it to be a part of the family, so very thankful. Okay. All right. That's another thing is adaptation. Adaption is key. So I just remember the CDs that we were burning, printing off images from my printer to digital galleries, sharing digital galleries online and different things like that, because nothing ever remains the same. Things are constantly changing. We're in a changing world. Technology has gotten making certain things much, much more easier in how we conduct business and how we do things. You don't normally have to do the hard things. I just remember, doing edits in Photoshop and removing backgrounds and different things like that. And you just don't have to do all of those things anymore. With the click of a button, man, you can remove things. And it's so funny that in the years, I could just remember times that were so tedious, tasks that were so tedious, or outsourcing to people, and they were charging, whatever they were charging to do these services for you. But once again, adaptation is key and things are constantly changing. So I just remember burning CDs on my CD rewriter, my CD-ROM, and just rewriting the disc and giving those digital images on a disc to my clients, to now delivering digital galleries. I remember a time, and I just want to just tell this story. I remember a time when I was doing photos, and people get a certain amount of images from a photo shoot. And I actually would, oh my goodness, this really was a memory that just came to me just a second ago. I would actually print out, it was a 5x6 paper like this, and it would had just little small images on there. It was like an index prints, right? And it would have I might have several pages of it, but it was pages of images. And I would have to have my clients, they have to circle the ones they want, because that was my way. I didn't know any other way to for my clients to pick out their stuff. And so I would print this thing in photo, it was like an index. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just remembered that. Wow. Anyway, like I said, I have stories and stories for days. All right. The next thing is purpose over perfection. For me, the best images aren't always the posed one. It's the story behind them. I am the way I shoot pictures, I call myself a lifestyle photographer, but I like to capture life as it's happening. So even when I am doing portrait sessions and stuff, one of my biggest things is just capturing the behind the scenes. I just love how things unfold till we get to those polished pictures, you know? So, I really like that. So, definitely purpose over perfection. Okay. One of the other things, or some of the other things, as I'm reflecting on this month, is documenting the process and celebrating the wins. I document everything. I keep my camera going at all times, all the time, what I'm doing, even before we came into this behind the scenes social media content creation craze that's going on now. I have always been a person who have always captured everything. I always have taken pictures, just like I told you. Even when I'm doing a portrait session, you're gonna get way more than just the portraits. We got the behind the scenes and all that good stuff. So documenting the process. Um, Another thing, sharing your story boldly because it inspires others. And I actually have probably so much more in me to share, that yeah, I'm gonna share more. I'm gonna share more. I don't know who's interested or who it might inspire, but sometimes it's good for me myself, to be inspired by my own stuff. Um, Another thing is keep creating new ways to serve, whether it's photography, social media, and guides. Just keep creating new ways to serve. And one of the things that I'm creating and working on and stuff, besides the photography, the social media, and stuff like that. But I'm just taking the information and the knowledge that I know. I am creating e-guides, for different things like that. So I can help people step by step. Look, I have e-guides and I'm going to be producing even more e-guides to kind of just help you step by step. And these are inexpensive ways that you can educate yourself and learn learn some different things like that. So make sure you check out our digital shop of the digital stuff. Okay. And all right, so what the future holds. I just told you what the future holds. We are basically going to definitely share more of our experiences, and definitely we're going to be producing and creating more guides, more tools, more research, resources. One of the things right now is my Snap and Go guide. I am so happy to have produced this by just my experience on what I enjoy doing when I'm traveling, finding and networking with other photographers and content creators. And I put it all in a guide. So if you're interested in going from city to city, and how to book photographers and content creators, this guide is definitely for you. So make sure you check that out. Okay, and we have even more guides coming. Right now we have a manifestation guide. So if you're looking to create the life of your dreams, make sure you download that, and you can start creating your life of your dreams tonight. We definitely have another one that we are working on and producing and stuff. I'm just trying to make sure it's clear, concise, and easy to understand. These are low cost ways to market your business. So if you have $0 and you don't have anything and you're trying to start a business or whatever, this guide is definitely for you. It's for seasonal business owners. These are just some tools if you hadn't been thinking about it and just trying to get the word out outside of social media about your business. Okay. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Um, Definitely photography expansion. We've done family legacy shoots, which what we mean by family legacy, we're grabbing the whole family, and we're having generational shoots, with grandma, maybe grandpa, um, in different family sessions inside of that one session, brand shoots. I love I call it a special event brand shoot or a content shoot. So if you are starting something up and you need images, fresh new images, we definitely have content shoots that you want to look into, to get some digital, what they call assets, So if you want to start marketing different things like that, you're going to have everything at your fingertips. Definitely teaching and continuing to coach and stuff like that. Stay in tune for tips for Tuesday, fine tuning this show, just showing up. And I just want to, become a better version of myself, what I'm saying, as I continue to get more training and more coaching and just different things like that for myself, and then I can share what's um, going on with you, and just keep on. I just want to keep on showing up. Um, and before we go, I want to definitely make sure you're reflecting on your month. How was your month of September? Write those things down. I know I used to blog once a month at the end of the month and just kind of recap my whole month, because sometimes some stuff happens so much in the month you kind of forget on what's going on. And I'm gonna tell you I love my camera roll in my phone, because I'm able to go back and be like, oh yeah, we did do that. Oh yeah, we did do that, because I did travel earlier in the month. We did go to Florida. We went on a family trip, and so, it's like, wow, really? We really did that. So that happened this month and everything. Also, what do you think the rest of your year is going to look like? I'm looking, to map out what that looks like this last quarter of the year. I can't believe we're here in October. We're here in fall time and stuff. And also, what steps you're going to take to make your vision real. And I've already told you, if you want to grab you the manifestation guide, you'll be happy you did so. Okay. So again, this is Elisha coming to you for another Tuesday Night Live Tips for Tuesday. I thank you so much for joining us tonight. Listen, if as we're coming up in the fall, a lot of things are happening. One of the big great things that's happening in my family is my son is a senior this year. So we're going to I'm doing the senior mom thing, and I think what I'm going to be doing too is if I have some parents out there that are looking for, I'm gonna do some pop-up senior pictures. I'm gonna do some mini sessions. So y'all stay tuned because that is coming right soon. So, but if you need to book a session, if you got an event, if you need to grab a guide, listen, stay tuned because guess what? As always, there's more to come. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.